see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river just in view. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river straight and true. Come to the river flowing for justice. Come to the river rendezvous. Come to the river flowing for justice. All for the people, me and you.
Well, as you guessed, Hope took over her father's business, instituting a series of reforms which opened the public bathrooms to all the people to pee for free whenever they liked, as much as they liked, for as long as they liked, with whomever they liked. The UGC was renamed the Bobby Strong Memorial Toilet Authority and was operated as a public trust for the benefit of the public.
Officer Lockstock, where'd you go?
Just keeping my head down, little Sally. Something you should learn to do.
Aren't you afraid the rebels will see you?
Oh, I may be a cop, but I'm also the narrator, so no one can touch me, not if they want the show to end.
I guess that would be a good idea.
And besides, the rebels don't have much time left. Just watch.
Here's the morning's relievement report, Miss Cladwell.
My, this seems awfully high to me. Can the water table sustain it?
Actually, Miss Cladwell, that's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
So many people peeing at will. Who would have thought it possible? Thanks to the rebellion, the world is a much better place.
There are some documents I'd like you to take a look at when you have a chance, Miss Cladwell. Your father commissioned a study of water consumption just before he...
My father was a tyrant. We need never fear him again. Justice is the only tyrant we need obey.
Here's a flower I picked for you, Miss Cladwell. One almost as pure as your heart.
Sisters and brothers, fight for the river.
Fathers and mothers,
Babies too.
all in the family, push towards the river, shove towards the river. Why don't you step in the river, wade in the river, soak in the river, through and through. Once in the river, you are the river. Friends on the shoreline wave adieu.
Of course, it wasn't long before the water turned silty, brackish, then disappeared altogether. As cruel as Caldwell B. Cladwell was, his measures effectively regulated water consumption, sparing the town the same fate as the phantom Urinetown. Hope chose to ignore the warning signs, however, preferring to bask in the people's love for as long as it lasted.
What kind of musical is this? The good guys finally take over and then everything starts falling apart.
Like I said, little Sally, this isn't a happy musical.
But the music's so happy.
Yes, it is, little Sally. Yes, it is.
Here's the morning dysentery and cholera report.
Those people really should be bathing.
It's all over, Miss Cladwell. I'm off to Rio. I've come to say goodbye.
To Rio? Oh, but there's so much work left to be done.
You've got to open your eyes, Miss Cladwell. It's over. Why not come with me to Brazil? I have an extra ticket.
No, I belong here. Bobby would have wanted it that way, I think. The fact is, I never got to know him that well.
Well, goodbye, Miss Cladwell. I'll be thinking of you.
I'll go with you.
Such a fever. If only I had a cool, tall glass of water, maybe I'd have a fighting chance.
But don't you see, Mrs. Strong? The glass of water's inside you. It always has been.
It has?
Of course it has. Don't you know what you are?
A river.
That's right! We all are! You are the river, I am the river. He is the river, she is too. All are the river, flowing for freedom, flowing for justice. Let's review. We see a river flowing for freedom. We see a river just in view. You see a river flowing for freedom.
Why do you say that, little Sally? Don't you think people want to be told that their way of life is unsustainable?
That and the title's awful.
I suppose you're right, little Sally. I do suppose you're right.
Can't we do a happy musical next time?
If there is a next time, I'm sure we can.
Oh, Officer Lockstock, I love you.
Not in front of the audience, little Sally. Well, that's our story. Hope eventually joined her father in a manner not quite so gentle. Mr. McQueen opened a bottling factory just outside of Brasilia, which did rather well until the Amazon dried up. Then he moved. As for the people of this town, they did as best they could, but they were prepared for the world they'd inherited, weaned as they were on the legend born of their founding fathers' scare tactics. For when the water dried up, they recognized their town for the first time for what it really was, for what it was always waiting to be.
This is Urinetown. Always it's been Urinetown. This place is called Urinetown.
Hail Malthus!
Hail Malthus!
Thank you, and good night!